Rivet crew, happy Monday. Hope you had a great weekend. We are starting out this week with a 15-minute AMRAP of 30 air squats, 20 hang power snatch, and 10 strict pull-ups. Obviously, the two key movements in this workout, the ones you really need to think about managing, are the strict pull-ups and the hang power snatches. The air squats are just in there to kind of give the upper body a bit of a break, so don't worry about those too much, although there are sets of 30. The hang power snatches, of course, let's talk about that real quick. Hang power snatch, wide grip, use your hook grip for sure today. There's a lot of grip because you're doing the pull-ups, so definitely give your grip a little bit of break by using hook grip in your hang power snatch. Hang means anywhere from above the knee, so it can start anywhere from the knee to as high as the hips right here, whatever works best for you. For most people, I think just probably about pockets or so will be good, so we're getting a little bit of hip loading, not a whole lot because the weight's relatively light today. But we are going to jump shrug from there and then catch in that same position. The receiving position and the driving or the jumping positions should feel pretty similar, right? So hips are slightly back, about pockets. We jump shrug and catch, same thing, right? We want to catch up with those hips just slightly back and down again. So hang, power, snatch. And then, yeah, so those pull-ups are strict today. No kipping, no butterflies, nothing fancy. Want to see a nice straight line, no kicking, no pumping, no nothing. We're looking for that kind of hollow body position as we pull chin all the way over the bar at the top. So, probably going to be breaking up our hang power snatches and our pull-ups into smaller sets. Probably a good idea. Probably from the very start, you may be tempted to do bigger sets at first, but they might mean that later on in the workout you have to do really, really small sets. So it's probably to find some kind of good, smaller, manageable sets that you can do consistently throughout the workout. So, you know, your hang power snatches, you're going to go 5, 5, 5, 5 all the way through, or something like that. Maybe a 10 and 10. Like I said, it's not super heavy, but it's relatively high volume on that one. And then those strict pull-ups, yeah, those aren't too hard to break up. That might be 5 sets of 2 each time. Maybe that's what's consistent for you. Find out what works for you. Those pull-ups should take about a minute at the most. So another way you could do that is to look at the clock when you're working out, give yourself a minute, see how many strict pull-ups you can do in that minute, and then move back on to the air squats, just to kind of keep the workout going. I don't want you to get stuck at that station. Then, of course, if you need to or want to, these could be like slow negatives on the bar. You could use a band today, but try to keep it strict. This is a strength piece today. And then, yeah, so things to think about. I already mentioned the hook grip on the hanging power thing. It's definitely essential because you're going to be gripping that bar for your pull-ups. I want to save that grip a little bit. And then using our lats, our big old lats we have back here. We have these big muscles in our back called our lats, which are often underutilized. So let's make sure we use those today. So the hang power snatch. So we want to make sure we are using the legs as much as possible. So we are making sure we get to full triple extension before we pull the elbows. So really use those legs to get that bar up, right? We don't want to be pulling the bar. We want to be pushing it up with the legs. Nice big jump. And then the lats, as I was mentioning earlier, we want to basically this one I always think about with the elbows, I'm kind of squeezing my armpits. Squeeze those shoulders back and down, squeeze those armpits right there. And this, you should feel your lats engage right there. And this helps keep that bar nice and close as the bar goes up overhead. And it also helps keep the elbows straight. This is another thing, the early arm pull. I'm sure some of you have heard of this before, where people kind of jump up and before they actually reach extension, they start pulling too soon. They're not using the lower body as much and they're using the upper body too much. Try to keep those arms straight, lats engaged as we go up for a quick turnover and really favoring the lower half. And then pull-ups. As we do each pull-up, we want to push down on the bar first. We push down on the bar first, we engage those lats, then we pull. If you are not engaged in the lats, you're just going to be using your biceps. And then those pull-ups are going to be so much harder. You're going to tax your grip, you're going to tax your biceps and everything else. So push down on the bar first, right? We do a lot of scap pull-ups in here. That's why we do them, to get a feel for active shoulder and active lats. Then do your pull-ups. That's all I got for you. Oh yeah, and then back squats. We're doing our second week of stamina squats today after the workout. These are today performed at 57% of your 1 rep max front squat. As you can see, 10 rounds, I believe. It is 10 rounds. So it's a 10-minute EMOM. Minute 1, you do 4 front squats. Then minute 2, you do 8 back squats. Then minute 3, back to front squats. You're alternating back and forth between the front squats and the back squats, all performed at 57% of your 1 rep max front squat. There you go. Happy Monday. Get it done. Talk to you tomorrow.